Hey guys, so I'm sorry it's been quite some time since I did a proper video, but as most of you know, I went on holiday for a few weeks back. I went on holiday to Parga in Greece for 2 weeks, so I didn't really film then or make any videos because there wasn't much internet there. And then when I got back on the Wednesday, I had to go back into college to collect my first year A-level results. I did quite well. I got 3 Bs and 1 E at AS level. So after that I went to celebrate my results with Dan. We went for some food and we went shopping, and he bought me a few bits and bobs as presents, such as this little Buddha money bank, a Cara Delevingne colouring book. Like, it's so childish and odd, but I really like it. He also bought me this glass mason jar jug with like a little handle. It says homemade on it, and it has some tea in it from, obviously I drink a lot of tea, so I'm going to use this for that. So also I'm going to go to Wagamama's tonight to celebrate my results with my parents and my sister, and that's why I haven't really been filming in a while. I've been very busy, and then obviously I did that video on the Thursday or Friday, I think it was, when I got the video message from Hank Green. It was only a quick one, it wasn't really like a serious video. So I know that I've been a bit off track while I've been in Greece, but I'm back now, so all the regular videos will continue as was planned. So that's kind of what's been happening. Quick update, I guess. Before I continue with the actual video, I just want to let you all know that I'm truly grateful for every holiday I get to go on, for every chance I get to go travelling with my family, and how I know how lucky I am to be able to go as often as I do. So I'm not, in no way am I complaining about that, and I'm not complaining about really the fact, the trip. I'm not complaining about the trip as a whole. I'm just it's one specific thing that really annoyed me, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. So as a lot of you know, I just came back from a holiday in Parga in Greece, and I've been looking forward to it all year because usually I have a 1 week holiday in February near my birthday, and I also usually have one in August for 1 or 2 weeks. It's like my big real holiday. We normally go within a family too on that whole second holiday, but this year I hadn't gone in February because my A-level studies, particularly media, had really tied me down. I'd been studying really hard, so I didn't want to get off track by going away for a week when I knew that I had more work to do over the holiday. So when it actually came around to June, I was super excited to go away in the July and August, and I was really trying to prepare myself to go because I was so excited. It's been a long time since I'd actually had a holiday. I packed super early and I kept myself awake for about 15 hours before my actual flight, because we were flying at such an early time. We were setting off at 3 in the morning and our flight was 4 or 5, I think, from Manchester Airport. Naturally, when I got to the airport and when we landed in Pavesa Airport in Greece, we were all really tired. We were just about to go through security when my dad realised that he'd lost his passport. So we spent a really long time searching all our bags and we were panicking, and it got to the point where my dad had to go back onto the plane as it was being cleaned to search kind of his seat area and pockets and everything where we were all sat to try and find it, because we were really panicking. If he didn't find his passport, he wouldn't be allowed to go on holiday. We'd have to turn around and pay for a flight home straight away, and we'd waste all our money that we'd spent on the holiday. Eventually we found it in a little hidden compartment in his rucksack. So with that inconvenience over, we headed out of the airport to find our holiday rep. When the rep arrived, she took us to one side and explained to us that basically the company had seriously messed up, and our accommodation, which we had booked, by the way, 4 or 5 months in advance, so it wasn't just a really quick decision holiday, had been double booked. So upon arrival, we had no accommodation sorted for us. So we were there with all our cases. So there were 7 of us stood outside the airport with no accommodation and nowhere to go. We were kind of panicking, and our parents were getting more and more angry. The more and more that the rep tried to sort of calm us all down, the angrier we got, because we knew that we had definitely booked this 4 or 5 months in advance. It wasn't just a really snap decision. It had been a long time we'd been waiting for it and we had planned it ahead. So they did have plenty of time to let us know. After about an hour or two of waiting and arguing, the rep explained to us that she did have a place in Valtos, which was the second place just next to Parga. The only problem would be that it would be a 1 apartment and 2 studios rather than 2 2-bedroom apartments. Although I understand that she tried her hardest to try and find us some more accommodation, the situation that she had put us in was definitely unacceptable, because it was me and my 2 parents who needed an apartment, and also the family we were travelling with were 2 parents and 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. The problem with this is that when we were booking our holiday the 4 or 5 months before, we were told that by Greek law the boy and the girl could not sleep in the same room, whereas now when we arrived there we had no accommodation. They were being expected to sleep in the same room, although we were told prior that it was illegal. More arguing ensued, and in the end we realised as a group that we would have to take this new place because they literally had nowhere else for us to go. So it was kind of there and breach the legal agreement or sleep on the streets basically. And it wasn't just a studio apartment situation that was the problem. We had paid extra money so that we could be in the centre of Parga, because Parga is basically like, here's the beach in the centre, and then it's just literally from there it goes up and it's just a hill, come straight up is a massive, massive hill. So we paid extra money so we could be in the centre so that we wouldn't have to climb up and down the hill all day every day like we'd had to when we stayed in Laudas the year before. In the end we decided to wing it in the new accommodation, and it did ruin the first few days, I'm not going to lie, of our holiday, because we didn't really unpack. We were just sort of on edge waiting to see if she did find anywhere else, which in the end she didn't. We stayed there for the full 2 weeks. Like, the new place they'd put us in was kind of far away from everything we'd planned on doing, all the beaches and things like that. Halfway through the holiday we decided to go to speak to the owner of the original accommodation we'd booked the 5 or 4 months before, because the company had basically told us that it was their fault. It was the accommodation had told them that they had 6 apartments when they only had 3, so they lied to them about it. But when we went to speak to the guy who worked there, the owner, he basically said that the company had advertised 6 when he told them he only had 3, and he also showed us an email that he'd sent to them 3 weeks prior to our departure, basically telling them that they didn't have room for us and where were we going to go. They were just saying like, what are you going to do with these people when they arrive, because we can't like house them, we don't have any room for them at all. They ignored the email and flew us out here anyway. All in all, I don't really know who to believe, and I don't really know how to position it in my mind really, but I do kind of think it was a bit of a scam, because they knew 3 weeks before we had to fly out that they had a problem with our accommodation, and they know that they could have contacted us, told us the situation and said, do you still want to go here or do you want to go somewhere else, like on holiday or whatever, and we could have fully gone along with that. But instead they decided to fly us out to the middle of Parga, to a foreign country where they know we'd be stranded and either have to take the option that's cheaper for them, so they're making more profit from our money that we've already paid them. And they knew we'd have to take that place or literally have nowhere else to go. And they knew that if they put us in there, they could keep us in there for 2 weeks and just tell us that there was no other vacancies, and we'd have to deal with it because we were already there. Didn't spoil the holiday. We still had a really nice time. We had got a hire car out and explored more of Parga, more of Greece generally. We went to quite a lot of beaches, things like that. There were some really nice things there. I think I have some clips, so I'll probably put some of those in the end of this video if I can edit them in right. And I'm sorry if the quality is a bit crap, because I took my camera but forgot my SD card, so I had to use my iPhone to film things with instead, so I only have a few. Whilst I was there, I bought myself some presents, such as I bought this necklace. I don't know if you can see, it's like a tiny little 4-leaf clover on a little tiny chain from a jewellery shop. I got this. It's fake leather and mother of pearl, so it's not an actual shark tooth, thank God I did ask that. I got myself this purse with a little elephant on it, obviously, because I love elephants, and it's all embellished. Again, I like that kind of thing. When we got the car to one of the other resorts, I bought myself this quilted Chanel bag with, it's kind of like a fake version of the 2.55, and it's not real leather. I did ask her, the woman, and she said that they had a leather section, and she showed me where that was, and then she showed me they had a vegan leather section, which is where this is from. It's from the vegan leather section. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's kind of like really good quality. To say that it's fake, it's really, really good quality. And I just think it's really, really pretty, and I've always wanted a 2.55, but they're really expensive, so I thought it was like a really nice bag to get, just because like I'm only 17, so I can't afford £2.5 for a bag. So this was €21.90, I think. I also bought Dan a Forever Alone t-shirt and some pizza flavoured Cheetos. Yeah, I think that's kind of it for this video. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I also do some beauty videos and things like that. So me and Dan have a little bit of an idea featuring a Tenacious D concert and you guys, so we're going to talk about that next video, because we're going to do the boyfriend tag that was being requested quite a lot for us on Tumblr and on my blog. I've been asked to do things like that, so we'll talk about that in the next video. And that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you liked it, and okay, I'll see you next time.